Hey, what's up guys, it's Varun, and today let's take a look at the iPhone 5 in 2019. So the iPhone 5 was released back in September 2012, which means it's almost 7 years old now. You can pick up one of these guys for about 60 to 100 Australian dollars, and they come in 16, 32 or 64 gigabyte options. Taking a look around the phone, at the bottom you can see a headphone jack, some speakers, a microphone and the lightning port. On the left hand side of the phone you can see the volume buttons and the mute switch. On the top of the phone you can see the power button, and on the right hand side you can see the SIM eject tray. On the front of the phone you can see the home button, the 4-inch screen, the FaceTime camera and a light sensor. On the back of the phone you can see the Apple logo, some serial numbers, a camera and a flash. And really closely you can see a microphone. As far as cameras go, on the front of the phone you can see the 1.2 megapixel camera capable of shooting 720p video at 30 frames per second. The phone's rear camera is an 8 megapixel iSight camera capable of shooting 1080p video at 60 fps. I'm going to give you guys an example of what both these cameras look like right now. As far as specs go, the phone has a 1.3 GHz dual-core A6 Apple processor, and the phone runs iOS 10.3.4 as an absolute latest, which means you're not going to be getting any of the new iOS 12 or iOS 13 features when they come out. Taking a look at performance, the three biggest games on iOS right now is PUBG, Fortnite and Minecraft. Out of those three big games, only Minecraft runs, and even that, it runs a bit sluggishly. So you can see a bit of a trend here guys, a lot of the newer titles just won't run on this phone, it's just not compatible. To substitute, I downloaded Asphalt Extreme and Bullet Force to give you guys an idea of performance on this phone. Kicking things off with Minecraft, the game ran pretty well, but the render distance had to be turned down a little bit to maintain a solid 30 and 60 FPS. You know Minecraft guys, I know Minecraft, it's heaps of fun. And even on a tiny screen like this, you can play with your friends and it's totally good. As far as Bullet Force goes, the game actually surprised me. This is a bit of an older title, but it still ran really well and the graphics look pretty good. In Asphalt Extreme, this again is an older title, but the game looked really good and it played quite well, and I was quite impressed with the iPhone. Moving on to social media, Facebook ran really well on this phone. I was actually really blown away by this. I thought it'd be really laggy, but stuff like the marketplace and the notifications, and of course your main feed ran really smoothly. Moving on to Instagram, it was just as good as Facebook. It seemed to be really well optimized for the iPhone, and I was really impressed. Even though it's an old phone, it ran really smoothly. Finally, should you buy this phone in 2019? The price is really compelling. If you're looking for a second phone, or you already have a phone that's kind of broken and you just need a substitute for a little bit, this is a really solid option. I did a review on this phone about 2 years ago and it still stood up well then, and it's no different now. Yes, some of the newer titles won't be running on this phone, and some of the newer iOS features won't be coming to this phone, but as far as right now and right here, if you need a second phone or you just need a quick phone, maybe get a little kidder phone, this is a really solid option, especially for like $60. It's such a good deal. One thing I will want to note though is that these phones are getting quite old now. This one I've got here is almost 7 years old, so some of the batteries in here are going to be failing very quickly, and you're only going to be seeing a couple of hours of battery life at the absolute most. So if you're going to pick up one, make sure it has a really good battery, maybe a new battery, or you might want to consider replacing the battery. Anyway guys, as usual, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.